Incoming message from the giant head, aka your God. Your God wants you to know you're doing it wrong. You've been doing it wrong for centuries, for millennia even. You've just made shit up as you go along. Your God is not even the God that you think your God is. Your God is unknown to you. You've just been making up shit as you've gone along. You've pretended like you've known what God is, but you have no clue what God is, because God has not presented itself to you. So, in your assurances that there is a God, you've made up shit to what the God says and does, but you've got it wrong. You've always gotten it wrong. All you Christians, you Catholics, you Muslims, you Jews, you Hindus, you got it all wrong. Every one of you. Every religion that has ever been created has gotten it wrong because you just made it up. The God that you believe in is not the God you believe in, because the God you believe in was created by you. You are the God that you believe in. You created it in your own image. Do you think God of the universe would make pitiful little meat bags like you? No, the God of the universe is universal. It's gigantic. You could never be in the image of God because God is the universe. Well, that's what you like to tell yourself. And yet you like to tell yourself that you were made in the image of God. That seems kind of egotistical, don't you think? Well, you're doing it wrong. You've always done it wrong. You've done it wrong since you were born. You've done it wrong since generations before you. Since there was a creation of a God, you've been doing it wrong, because the creation of a God was created from you, by you, for you. It wasn't the God of the universe. It was the God of your own need and the God of your own ignorance. God doesn't need you. God doesn't give a goddamn what you do. Well, I suppose God would give a goddamn, but not about you, because you made the shit up. You've created your own religions, you created your own beliefs, you created everything that you believe in. It's all about you. You are your own personal gods, because the God of the universe is not the God that you think it is, because the God you think it is was created by people. All of them. Every single God for the last 150,000 years, and yes, there have been gods for 150,000 years, and they were all created by you pitiful humans thinking you were made in God's image. That's just silly. The one thing you got right was, in kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Well, do you think that's how it's done in heaven? The bigotry and hate that you practice, do you think that's the way it is in heaven? Well, you're wrong. You're doing it wrong. You've always gotten it wrong. God doesn't have any interactions with you because you're not worthy of interaction with God. Besides, God's got an entire universe to take care of. You think God's got time for you pitiful little things? I think not. You actually believe that the earth and the universe was created in 7 days? No, make that 6 days, because God needed a day to rest. Really? You think God needed a rest? And do you really think the God of the universe would have spent 5 days creating your pathetic little planet and then 1 day creating the rest of the universe? I think not. That's just silly, but that's what you believe. You believe silly things. You've always believed silly things, and the God of the universe is sick and tired of it and wants you to know that you're doing it wrong. You got it wrong. You've always gotten it wrong. So why don't you just stop making shit up and accept the fact that you do not know the God of the universe. The universe doesn't need you. The God of the universe certainly doesn't need you. And you don't know what the God of the universe is. So quit pretending like you do. The God of the universe does not need little meat bags like you. Transmission over. I'm back. It's time in Friendly Neighborhood Atheist. What just happened?